Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce your pecs to the left, bounce your pecs to the right. Bounce your pecs up and down, bounce your pecs all around. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce your pecs to the left, bounce your pecs to the right. Bounce your pecs up and down, bounce your pecs all around. Bounce your pecs near and far, bounce your pecs where you are. Bounce your pecs to and fro, bounce your pecs with your bro. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce your pecs, near and far, bounce your pecs where you are. Bounce your pecs to and fro, bounce your pecs with your bro. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way.
And everyone's invited. Bands, Twi'leks and cantinas, and sportsman-like bloodshed. Our first main attraction, Bone Thrasher, has the floor.
Bone Thrasher, such a beast, he cares not for his feast. Send bacon down to feed, free the cats, drink the mead.
Will we grow weary of this game? Bugs and features, all the same. There's a party at Karaga's, and everyone's invited. Bands, Twi'leks and cantinas, and sportsman-like bloodshed. Will we grow weary of this game? Bugs and features, all the same. There's a party at Karaga's, and everyone's invited. Bands, Twi'leks and cantinas, and sportsman-like bloodshed. May our next two volunteers please step right up.
Soto and John, two bounty bros, grapple the guests just like a hose. Twin throwers, scorch all the team, Sordo jets up, carbonite.
Will we grow weary of this game? Bugs and features, all the same. There's a party at Karaga's, and everyone's invited. Bands, Twi'leks and cantinas, and sportsman-like bloodshed. All guests are advised to prepare for the conclusion of these unrivaled festivities.
Karaga's getting angry, so I'll speed things up. I'll gloss over Crusher and his thick ass butt. Then there's Fabricator and the Tower of Hanoi. Small keys over larges to fire the flame, oh boy. Raid through the back docks, immortal guardians guard. Eyes of Karaga are closed, see this raid's not that hard.
Party's over at Karaga's, and no one is invited. All the performers are dead from our late guest bloodshed. Party's over at Karaga's, and no one is invited. All the performers are dead from our late guest bloodshed. It is my singular pleasure to announce that Karaga's palace is now officially closed, never to reopen again. Thank you, and have a good night.
Tonight, on this beautiful Friday, saw a sushi bar with an all-you-can-eat buffet with a cheap price tag and all. I was ready to go in, make my first order real big. Orange blossoms, eel, and urchin. I ate too much sushi at the bar today. was the biggest thing to fear. I ate too much sushi at the bar today. Got a bad tummy ache and it won't go away. I ate too much sushi at the bar today. Got a bad tummy ache and it won't go away. Shrimp rolls, crab rolls, and sweet yellow tail. All of it's so good, too easy to fail. A simple lesson in self-control, for a man's belly is not a black hole.
Commencing countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
How's it going, everyone? It's Dice Blue here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. Today we're going to be doing something a little different, and instead of seeing Tyler on screen, let's just hop right into the game. And I don't see. Oh, speaking of Tyler, I don't see him on there. Okay, there he is. There he is. Okay, so everything's cool now. So here's how this one's going to work. So this park is going to be a park that's based off Eorzea, which is, for those that don't know what Eorzea is, it is the primary setting for Final Fantasy XIV. One of the MMOs that I play all the time. Excuse me. And the way the park's going to be divvied out is that there are going to be 5 main areas, well, technically 6, and which are based off of the different regions within Eorzea. So you have guests are going to be entering in through this entrance here, which will probably be modified into a section here based off the city of Ul'dah and Thanalan. And then also you're going to have, over on the left-hand side, you're going to have an area based off Limsa Lominsa. In the middle, you're going to have Mor Dhona. Towards the right, you're going to have Gridania. And kind of in the back, you're going to have Ishgard. So now the park doesn't need to be super duper big, but it does need to be a substantial amount of. It does need to be a substantial size. So without really going into any further ado or anything, let's go ahead and figure out how. There's a couple of landscaping things, and this stream is going to be mostly landscaping, I think, and just like. Displaying like where the districts and stuff are going to be. So there's a couple of things that I kind of have envisioned. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of water features. So in the middle is going to be Silvertear Lake, which is, for those that don't know, in the game, Silvertear Lake is basically the center point of Mor Dhona, and that's also where the keeper of the lake is, where Midgardstormer and the Agrius are. So I think Silvertear Lake can kind of act as our main hub. Well, not hub area. The hub area is more Ul'dah, but you can go to any area from the park from Ul'dah other than Ishgard. So, and I think the Ul'dah area is actually honestly going to be the only way to get into Limsa. So, because I kind of want that to be I kind of, with one exception, which is because of 1.0, I want the connections in the park to match the connections within the game. The exception is going to be, there will be a connector from Mor Dhona into the Black Shroud, and that is because there used to be one in 1.0. The zone of West Shroud was removed, and they talked about it a little bit, saying that the West Shroud was basically destroyed by the Calamity, which is why you don't really have anything within the West Shroud anymore. So instead of me talking about game lore, because plenty of people can do that, let's go ahead and start doing the first incision. So we're gonna basically form Silvertear Lake here, and Silvertear Lake is not going to be the biggest lake out there, but it is going to be, and I'm going to flatten the foundation because having a flat foundation makes it much easier to build in the long run. And I kind of want Silver Tier Lake. It's not going to be super massive or anything, but it is going to be a pretty good size. And there is a joke in the Final Fantasy XIV community where people tend to call Mor Dhona more donuts. So right in the middle, there's going to be this lake here is going to be Silver Tier Lake, and this will hopefully give me enough space in the back to. And there's actually going to be one more possible section, which would be kind of a little maybe off scale, and that is if this project goes well, then there may be a quote unquote All Amigo expansion, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. So the important thing is that you have the Ul'dah section that's going to be right here, the Mor Dhona section, which is going to revolve around this lake, the Ishgard section in the back, and then you're going to have the Gridania section over here, and then you're going to have the Limsa Lominsa section over here. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to remove this water, and I'm going to remove these rocks, and also remove those trees. So, because for Limsa Lominsa, I'm going to create an artificial ocean. And this is also going to apply to, obviously anything, can't get rid of the buses yet. Whoop, okay, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that one because that's a critical error. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to create an artificial ocean. And I think the way I'm going to do this is basically just kind of do this as well. And then one thing that you kind of can do in a way is we're going to form this ocean here. And the ocean is, we don't want to go that far. And actually, we don't necessarily need to go that deep. So what we can do is do something like this. And we're just going to kind of form the ocean kind of like that. And I kind of want the Limsa section to be kind of on an island. So I'm surprised that you can actually go all the way out here. So that I'm actually kind of shocked by, but you can't really go all the way. Yeah, you can't really go all the way to the west like that, but you can do something kind of similar. But the idea is that the Limsa section is going to be this ocean. So I kind of want, and also I forgot to mention there's going to be a water park that's going to be connected to Limsa. So there needs to be enough of a foundation for the water park to be able to form an island. So it's actually going to be a pretty big sized island. And I don't know if Limsa is going to probably be the, as I said here, this is going to be kind of just the, foundation. So a lot of today's stream is going to be very much focused on building this foundation and going from there. We don't want that. But the Limsa section is going to be on a little bit of an island. So, and it is going to be kind of isolated from the rest of, it's going to be isolated from the rest of the, from the park. So I kind of want this to be a little bit more, and a lot of that is because in the game, you can only go, if you're talking about Realm Reborn stuff, you can only go to Limsa from Fanland. Whereas the other areas, that's because you have to take a ferry there from Vesper Bay. So I can kind of do like a Vesper Bay thing here and just kind of do a little bit like this. And that's going to kind of go into like Vesper Bay. I'm probably going to put it somewhere probably around there. Actually, that might be a little too far in. So I might put it over here. And you would have to take a transport ride to get to or from the Limsa section of the park. So at least on paper. I could do a Cape Westman thing where it could do something like that. And just kind of form the little form a little bit, something like that. But it's like kind of want to create those docks in a way to and then over on the Limsa section, this isn't obviously going to be a one-to-one recreation. The game isn't that big. So, but we got Silvertea Lake in the middle. We have our little quote-unquote ocean area. And then we're going to have, I might put some like rivers or something. Like I might create like a small river. Let me see if I can do that. So, and this small river is kind of based off the Belladina in a way. So, this small, or not the Belladina, but, okay, no, it's the I think it's the Ageless one. It's the one that flows in the South Shroud. That was the Belladina, but the Belladina, I think, flows in Gridania. So, we'll just put those there. This is to kind of form a river that's going to flow into the lake. So, I know it's not necessarily realistic, but it is what it is, and we're just going to kind of form that right here. And then there may be, there's no river from Ul'dah, so this river is going to kind of function as the main, this river is going to kind of function as like the main feature of the Black Shroud section, since there's a lot of, and I may put some more like water features or something like that. But the Limsa section is going to be basically over here. And we can kind of go a little bit more on this way. Let me see what else we can do here. But I kind of want Vesper Bay to be kind of like that. And then we can kind of extend this out a little bit and go from there. This isn't all set in stone or anything like that just yet. Whoop. But we're kind of just, this stream is kind of just setting up the foundation. So we're going to put this here, and we're going to put these there, and I could probably, I don't know if I'd want to do that or not, but, and actually the water park may have to be further back, but we'll see how it goes there. But we got the lake in the middle. And then this is one thing I can also do. I can work on smoothing the, and I'll worry about terrain paints and stuff later, because terrain paint can be a pain to work with. So, and then we're going to go over here as well. And then put that right there. We're kind of just smoothing out this island over here. And I may even get some more rock work in and just kind of see what I can do here. Yeah, this is just very broad strokes early on, just to kind of give a foundation. I'm not going to worry too much about what the terrain is, and a lot of the stuff can be recolored as I progress through. And I did pick the Mediterranean theme for, the main reason was because of Ul'dah and the desert. And actually, the Mediterranean theme, I think, kind of fits the best as far as most of the areas within Eorzea. The exception being Ishgard, but there's no snow theme in the game. So, not going to be able to put anything snowy in there just yet. But one thing I can do is, in the back, since I'm still working on terrain stuff, I'm going to start a mountain. So, and this mountain is going to be kind of the foundation, no pun intended, for Ishgard. So, let's delete that, and we're going to start with a kind of going with a mountain area to kind of represent Ishgard. Now here, I guess they do kind of give you those rocks and stuff that you can kind of play with. But I think Ishgard itself is probably not. If you really wanted to be faithful to 1.0, then, or even 2.0, like have Ishgard be sealed off and you can't enter it properly. So, but I believe there are castle options that I can use to kind of form a foundation for Ishgard in a way. But the Ishgard section is going to be very much based off of dragons. Since that is the main thing, and that's the main theme of Heavensward. So we're going to kind of form this mountain, and I kind of want the mountain to be a little bit more. And there's going to be some tiering involved because I do want, obviously, if it's too mountainous, then obviously you can't really use the foundation for it very much. So there's going to be some, there's going to be some tiering on the mountain, but I kind of want that mountainous feeling. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for when it comes to Ishgard. So, yeah, I'm going to have, I guess I can kind of put the castle back here, though. So we'll try that instead. We'll put this back here. We're still in the really early stages, so we can kind of go with, that way this front area can be more mountainous, and you can kind of, and if I do build all Amigo, which I'm not sure if I will or not, the mountain part kind of has to extend that way as well. So I'm probably going to extend the mountains over there anyway. Let's get rid of this water since we're not going to put any water like that. But we got mountains over there. Let's see what else we can do. We don't want to go too tall because it is a pain, and some of the earliest parks I did were more mountain based, and this was in Planco 1, not in Planco 2. But it was a pain to get guests from A to B. So, and then of course I'm going to smoothen all this out later. But, and I do want to flatten some of this out because you do want to be able to have the foundation there. And I'm going to put the castle even further back and kind of go like that. So we're just going to build the castle part. I know it's not really a true castle, but it does kind of remind me of a castle in some ways. And we're going to put like a Sea of Clouds thing over here. I don't know if, and it's supposed to be really low foundations. So let's just kind of put that there. And I guess we don't want to go too deep down, but this isn't going to be water or anything. This is just going to be clouds, and we can kind of smoothen this out as well. And we're going to start smoothing out a lot of this. Although I can't really do all of it, but we're going to kind of build the castle back here. And see if... but the castle may not be for a while. That might be a stream in itself. But as I said, this is kind of the... foundation I'm kind of going with. So... smoothing all this out. And I'm going to kind of tier this up a little bit because actually I don't know if I should or not. Maybe, I don't know if it would be like an extra challenge or anything, or actually I probably should, only because you do want some of that, so I'm gonna create a little bit of a foundation. So that way, and I'm gonna kind of extrude this out a little bit, so that way there's going to be more than one way, obviously, to get into this part of the park, but we're just going to kind of put that over here, and just kind of go over here. But the idea is that this area is going to be kind of more, and obviously we can't really go one-to-one on the rock formations, because I think for that there are like this template, and you kind of have to go with that template. I guess I can kind of do something a little like, oh yeah, I guess I can kind of do something like that. I don't know if there's anything like reddish. Okay, there's shrubs, but yeah, that's not really rock. Is there anything else that I can kind of do? Large strata rock, scree. Okay, that's all of them, but I think it has to be on a template though. So put those there, and we're going to see if we can kind of go and we're going to put in, what's a good thing here? So, oh yeah, we're going to smoothen this out. So, and this is also kind of where that's going to come in. So, kind of just smoothing that out. I'm going to smoothen all this stuff out too. And that's going to be kind of the basis of this. And I'm going to kind of start cleaning things. And detailing is going to be way later. But as I said, this stream is mostly going to be very broad strokes. So, please bear with me. And so we're going to kind of put that right there. And that's going to be kind of, because I need to have room for Mor Dhona. And there's going to be like a tree barrier here to split Mor Dhona from Limsa. Because I need some room for Mor Dhona. Mor Dhona might be like a small hub area. There might be one coaster here. But I'm going to put like the Keeper of the Lake in the middle. And it's going to kind of go like that. But Ul'dah is going to be down here. Ul'dah is going to be very much, I think one big challenge that I'm going to be facing is forming a circular path that I think is going to be kind of difficult because Ul'dah is a very circular town. So, and I might put some reference, like get some references or something like that and kind of go with that. But I think for now, let's put some water in, and we can always adjust this later. So that's going to be one of our river areas. We also have some water like this, if this will cooperate. It looks like it's not going to cooperate. What's going to go on? Probably check something out on the sides. Whoa! Okay, well, actually that works. Apparently you can put... Okay, so that's our ocean. So that's kind of set in stone now. There's Silvertear Lake. There is our river. I forgot which river it is, but it's the one that is... Actually, I think it's the Hathaleva is the one that flows in... I think that's the one that flows in South Shroud. But, so we have our Gridania area, we have our Ishgard area, we have our Limsa area, which I can do some adjustments within the island itself. Which the Limsa area is also going to include, and even then, parts of Limsa are built over the ocean, so I can kind of do that as well. But I think the next thing is we got to start building our foundation. So, and the park entrance, normally I don't do the park entrances right away, but, oh, I don't want to do that. But the stone shell path is, I think, pretty good for what I'm going to be doing. So let's go into the customized brush and we're going to, I guess, do that. Wait, is there no foundation? Okay, so that is on, that is on. This is what I can kind of do. I can kind of do a stamp builder and kind of form this a little bit so that way there's going to be a little bit like that. And I think the best way for me to do this is we're going to build a foundation like this. And we can go with the line builder, and this is going to be a curve. And we're going to go... Let me see what we can do here. So I want this to be a circle. So if I go as far as that, and then do the same thing on this side, that should be just as, okay, so we don't want to do that though. And this is kind of where you have to either eyeball it or you just have to make a really educated guess. So one thing I can kind of do to kind of quote unquote cheat is to build a stand builder like this and see if I can do this. So that way I can kind of build. Is there a way for me to snap this into like a perfect circle? Yeah, building circles is kind of difficult. So I think one thing I can try to do is probably build something like this. Let me zoom in. You just want the line to be barely visible. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Once again, you want the line to be just barely visible. So that's going to be one of the paths. So, and then I can demolish some of this. Let me see what I can do. That's going to be deleted, that's going to be deleted, all that's going to be deleted. I guess I can kind of delete that one as well, and I'm going to form another path like this. And that's going to kind of form one of our rings for Ul'dah. So, and we can kind of go with, I don't know about a replica of the city, but definitely something to kind of, like, I think the city itself might be a little bit difficult to do. And I definitely need some references when I actually start building this. So, because, yeah, Ul'dah is a very circular town, and you can kind of, I don't know if that's actually big enough. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it needs to be bigger, or do you think it needs to be smaller, or something like that? But I do want to go with this cobblestone path because you kind of had that within Ul'dah. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm gonna pull up a reference real quick on my phone and take a look and see what I am. So let me take a look here and get some reference pictures for Ul'dah. So we can kind of go with a. Okay, so somebody did like a. Okay, that's an incarnate map. Not really looking for that. Looking for. Okay, no, that is. I'm not getting very many actual screenshots of, okay, there's one. Okay, so yeah, the cobblestone path does work in my favor. So, yeah, it kind of goes like that. So, sorry about that, guys, but I was just wanting to verify some stuff. And we're going to go over here. And then, so Limsa is definitely going to be more of, Limsa is definitely more of like a, I don't know what to call a rustic path, but let me see what we got here. Cobblestone path, we can't really do that. Vinyl, no. Square flagstone, that one isn't quite what I'm aiming for. Blue swirly path, there's not much we can do with that one. Red swirly path, or just blue path like that. Asphalt path, no, we're not going to go with that one. Sandstone, that'd be kind of a brick. The red swirly path and the blue path, these two can kind of be very similar, but the jazzy mosaic path, I'm just taking a look at each of these. Vinyl, cobblestone. What was the one that I had? Oh yeah, stone shell was the one for Ul'dah. I'm thinking of like a wooden thing, and actually cobblestone works great for Ishgard. So the Ishgard section is going to be kind of going like this. And there needs to be enough space for rides. And there also needs to be enough space for, like I'm going to start with a stamp. And usually go with the larger stamps like this. And we're going to go kind of at a diagonal. And the reason I go diagonal here is so that way I can, that way it kind of looks more natural. And this here is going to be kind of like the main midway for the Ishgard section. So I guess it kind of functions that way as well. Now the Ul'dah section is going to be, there's going to be like a stamped area somewhere in this area. We're going to use that as the foundation. And I need to make sure I'm using the right type. The other one's just a placeholder. But we're going to put some shops and stuff back here. So the replica city of Ul'dah is going to be over here. As best I can build it. And then there's going to be, so you kind of enter in like this. You go through the city of Ul'dah. And that's going to kind of function as a kind of a main street in a way. And I'm going to build another one over here to kind of act as a way to get to the Gridania section. So you can go to the Mor Dhona section, or you can go to the, or you can go over here. And then this way is going to lead to Vesper Bay and the ferry to take you to Limsa. So I'm going to delete that, and we're going to kind of build a. We're going to kind of build this like this. So I think here, Vesper Bay, I kind of want to be, first of all, it's going to continue, we're going to use the same thing here, except it's going to be kind of like that. And I'm going to see if I can build like a replica Waking Sands. And we're going to build the Vesper Bay here, and it's going to create a dock that will take you to the Limsa section. So, and then on the other side, we're going to put a dock over here, and we're going to, whoop, we don't want that. I don't know if I should go with like a, not a rustic path. Sandstone isn't going to work. I kind of want like a white, yeah, the square flagstones isn't quite going to work. Actually, that might. Let me see here. Nah, well, I guess I can use it for accents, but I guess I can kind of use that for accents or something. But I kind of want like a plain white path, which I was using for like Riverland. And we're going to put that over here. So, and I can kind of form like this. So we're going to go size 1, and I'm going to build a square flagstone like this. So probably just is kind of something just as a way to kind of give a little more variety. So we'll just put that there. And then this is going to be our quote-unquote dock for the Limsa section. So one thing I can do is I'm going to build a tracked ride, and this is going to be the very first ride in the park. So we're going to have to obviously create a custom one, and I kind of want this to be, okay, steamboat isn't quite what I was looking for. There's also, let me see, transport rides. I guess the steamboat is pretty much all you can do. There isn't a lot of options, but what I am going to do is I'm going to start with, let me see if I can do this. Okay, we want to go as low as I can. And I almost want to build this on the other side. So I almost want to put, and the entrance and the exit are going to be on the same side. So I want to make sure that it enters on the right. So we're going to do something like this. And this is going to be kind of the... We want to go as low as we can without actually going on the water. There we go. Oh, okay, that is too high. So, is this right on the water? Okay, one thing I can do is I'm going to flip this over. And we're going to kind of have this act as... Okay, let me see if I can lower this as low as I can go. Okay, that's as low as it goes. So it won't let me go any deeper than that. So, and I know it's not enough stations, but oh, we're not going there. We're going here. And I want there to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is going to act as... Yeah, it doesn't help that you kind of have to have this channel. And then we're going to form that there. What is that for? Is that a... Oh, stop and start? Yeah, we're not doing that. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be our... Basically our... we're going to go 90 there. We're going to go... I don't know if we should do like a... this is primarily to get from A to B, so I kind of... I don't want to... I don't want it to be an exact... yeah, I don't want it to be... Yeah, let's go a little more of a meandering route. Going, if you're going from Limsa back to Ul'dah. So, and we're going to go like that. And we're going to go over here. This is just kind of go over the ocean like this. Okay, so we're going to have to shrink that up a little bit. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to start this way. Okay, what is that doing there? That's not natural. There we go, that looks better. That looks a lot better. So, this here is going to be our dock for Vesper Bay. And then this here is going to be our dock for Limsa Lominsa. So, the way this works is that the entrance, there's going to be one entrance over here. And obviously we're going to have more than one boat because we're going to use this one here. So this is, we're going to call this the ferry for now. And that is until I can think of something better. So let's build an entrance. So entrances, you want to try to build those kind of like this. And then we're going to build an exit. Where is our exit at? We're going to put an exit over there. Now our exit, we're going to use the... I think for the exit, we're going to use the path like this. So, obviously, yeah, it's not going to be much... not very fearful, is it? Not very fearful, not very exciting. But what do you expect? At least nausea's at 1. So, at least I'm doing something right. At least I think I'm doing something right. I'm not sure yet. But, let's build our, let me see here. Okay, so we have that one here, and then this one is going to be the ferry Vesper Bay Station. So, and then this ride is to be called the ferry, because it's your main way to get from Ul'dah to Limsa Lominsa. And it's important to have this foundation in now, so that way you don't have to worry about it. And I think what I'm going to do here is I think this is going to be a straight line. And I got to make sure that this is the right... I'm glad to have this in here now. Oh, I don't want that. We want to build... I want to build a stamp like this. We can put that there. And I'm thinking of actually putting some... And I kind of want a... Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to look up a reference. So please bear with me, guys. I'm going to look up a reference and take a look and see what we have here. So we're going to go with Vesper Bay. And I got to get some more of these. And there's actually some green... tile that I can kind of go with. Okay, so that's not that. So, yeah, I kind of want to go with that alternating green and white tile. So, what I'm going to do here is that there's going to be a statue, kind of like, actually we're going to put a statue there. And actually, I kind of want to do this. And actually, it might be better to do it over here, though. So, and we're going to kind of build this as a double. Yeah, we're going to build this as a double. So, and the reason is because I kind of want the... And yeah, it actually, some of it does kind of go over the water a little bit, but I can adjust that. I think what I can do is... Actually, I don't know if I should, though. Let me see here. I don't know if I actually can. Let me see here. Foundation, no. We have to take the water out for now. So, let's flatten this to foundation. That way there's enough space. And that way there's enough space. And this is kind of where a lot of this is improvised. So I'm going to smooth this out as well. Whoa. Yeah, one thing I should probably do is I should probably save. So we'll go with V2, and everything here is going to be based off V2. So that way I have backups, because you don't want to lose all your hard work. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to create some cliffs over here to kind of... Now, there may be a ride over this section where I'm looking at here. This might be a ride. But right here, this is going to be the replica of the Waking Sands, as best I can. But as far as the path goes, this is going to be like a huge plaza that is going to act as the... And we're going to put the water back in. Okay, that works. And that's pretty much... Yeah, that's pretty much right at the foundation for the riverboat. So I don't think there's going to be any more, at least direct ways of, at least any more direct changes to the quote-unquote ocean. But I do want to... Whoa! I don't want to do that. There we go. Let me save that again. So we're going to resave that way. And let's let's go back to the pathing tool. So one thing, oh, we don't want that. We want size 1. This is the smallest they get, so I can't really go any bigger or smaller. But and I'll get rid of that one in a minute. But there is that green and white tile that I do want to form a. And actually, they don't have it on the corner. According to the reference picture, they don't have it on the corners. So the way it's going to go is that we're going to alternate between white and green, but there is no... Actually, do they go white first? Yeah, they do go white first. So they do go white first. So the way it works here is that on each of the corners like this, we're going to kind of go like that. And then we're going to use a kind of a lime greenish color. We'll go with sage. And we're going to, okay, maybe that's a little, not quite bright enough. We're going to go with something a little brighter. We'll go with that. And we're going to build this, and I'll get rid of that I'll get rid of that notch in a minute. But we'll just do those. And that right there is going to be, and I'll get rid of that one. So that way there's going to be a statue. I can put the statue and stuff like that right there and go and do something like that. So that's going to be kind of the quote unquote, and there might be more shopping and stuff like that over here. And I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do yet. But a lot of this is very spur of the moment, and we'll find out, and we'll just deal with it as it comes. So let's go and put some terrain in, and we're going to go and pull this up here, and okay, I don't think it needs to be that big. Let me go a little smaller. We'll do 36, and we're going to build a quote-unquote tunnel to kind of separate Vesper Bay from the rest of this, and we're going to put something over here as well. Because there is that tunnel in a rubber board that separates like Ul'dah from Vesper Bay. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna try to recreate that tunnel to an extent, and it needs to be tall enough so that guests can easily go in and out. So I'm gonna kind of put that there, and it's just gonna be kind of going like this. So we just kind of go over here and kind of go all the way like that, and just going to kind of form a little bit of a buffer. I don't want to go out here though, because I got to build a ride-in. So yeah, I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do yet for the roller coasters. By the way, if anyone watching the stream has any ideas for any roller coasters or rides or anything like that, obviously it has to be something that's in Planet Coasters, so obviously can't do anything super unrealistic or anything like that, or it has to be something that's available in the game. So like doing a slot machine, yeah, that they wouldn't really have any. Like if we're talking about a slot machine like a golden saucer, yeah, I can't really do that. But I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna eventually terrain paint that. But I'm not too concerned about terrain paints and stuff like that just yet. But the noise is so relaxing. You're talking about the terrain one. It can be a little bit, but since I have this open, let me see if I can get a thing for the Waking Sands. So let me see if I can get a picture of the Waking Sands. Okay, so the Waking Sands isn't that hard to make. It looks like it's kind of got there's a little bit of a staircase, but I don't know if, let me see if I can put like a staircase or something like that. Not an actual staircase, but let me see what we can do here. So, but it's definitely made out of brick. So, and And this might be something I may need to do on, let me see here, bricks. It's not red bricks or anything like that. It's more of a, let me see here, brick wall painted, brick wall breeze brick. We don't want breeze brick. We want painted brick would kind of work, but we don't want white though. So I'm going to go, and hopefully this doesn't tab out. I'm going to go onto Google real quick and get myself a reference picture that where I can paint this to make sure that I have at least a similar color to what I need, like to what the original source material is. So I'm gonna have to open this up in GIMP and just get a hex code and kind of go with that. Of course, you can always just eyeball it, but it's actually multiple colors here. They can there's actually more of a stone foundation that you kind of have to go with first. So I think this first level, what I'm gonna do is, and it is kind of, there is a slant to the Waking Sands, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate that in Planet Coaster or not. But the color I want is right there. So let's go back to the game, and I'm actually going to need to go into stone first. So I'm going a little bit ahead of myself because we have that stone foundation first. So, and we're not really aiming for, like, let me see here, what's solid marble? Let's take a look and see what we have for this. So, okay, that's a little darker. Let me see what else we have here. So we have, is there anything that's a little darker in the reference picture? Okay, so we'll go with that. So for color 2, we're going to go with a darker shade. And that's going to kind of, actually, I might swap those. So color 1 is going to be the darker, and we're going to use the brighter one for color 2. So here's how this is going to work. So this, to kind of create that foundation for the Waking Sands, we're going to do something like this. So we're going to go, this is going to be on the outside. So we're going to go 6x4. But we're going to do, see 6x4. Actually, no, we're going to go 7x4. We'll try 7x4. And this one is intentionally on the outside because we kind of want that to, yes, I am putting these one group at a time, but that is intentional. That is, oh, there's marble water fountains. Those are kind of cool. I wonder, is there a, I'll have to look that up later. But I know that, actually, I don't think there is a fountain in, I don't think there is a fountain within Vesper Bay. I have to go back into the game and see, like, what, like, I definitely need to do a little more research on, like, more of the details. As I said, this stream is mostly broad strokes, so we're going to go with, we're going to have that stone there, and I'm going to go back to brick, and this is where the painted brick walls are going to come in. So instead of the stone, we're going to do something a little lighter. We're going to go with probably, yeah, there's actually multiple colors that you can kind of go with. Yeah, that is something I've kind of noticed. So you can't really go with a single color. I guess we'll kind of go with this. I think this is probably, we'll figure it, yeah, we'll have to figure this out by ear and see what we can do. But I've also noticed, yeah, that's probably a little bit too much. What here? Brick decal corner 6. Are those colorable? Yes, they are. What else is available in brick formats? Okay, well we don't want to go with red bricks though. Red bricks are going to be a little bit too much. So what are other options do we have here? What is that? That's a panel floor. We don't want that. We want to go with maybe plaster. Let me see what plaster looks like. Plaster is definitely not what I want. So plastic is definitely not the case. Terracotta. Maybe terracotta might help. Nope, terracotta is not going to help. So I think brick may be the best. There aren't a lot of options. Ceramic is definitely not the case. Rubber, nope. Straw, hell no. Bamboo, definitely not. So I think our brick building is probably the best I'm going to do. So the way I'm going to do this one is just go up like that. And we're just going to go 3 up because it is wider than it is tall. So actually, I don't even know if 3 may be too tall. But we'll see how this goes. This may be too big. Because the Waking Sands isn't that big of a building. But I do want to emphasize it, so I guess there is kind of that going for me there. But that right there, that is going to be our... And I think what I can do is I can kind of go with... let's see what these are. Corner 8. Wait, is this... Oh, these are just decals. Let me see what we have here. Decal 3. Okay, so I can put some emphasis on... I can kind of color these up a little bit and kind of add a little more variety like this. To kind of... And even then, let me see where my reference point is. So yeah, the door... We definitely need to put a door in, and the door is going to go kind of right here. There isn't really a staircase, but there is going to be a, and I can kind of go with a different color. So we're going to go with kind of a more reddish color. Let me see what we can do here. So I'm going to color this a little differently. Okay, so the red I can't color. Oh wait, I can paint these. So I can kind of... Okay, so actually, yeah, I can paint these. I did not know that. So we're going to use our painted... We're not going to use corners for this, but we are going to do kind of just patchwork bricks and stuff like that. At least it kind of... Okay, yeah, it does kind of lodge in a little bit like that. And to kind of go with... and we're going to change up the color a little bit, so because we don't all be the same color. Wow, that was apparently a shade of green. According to GIMP, the color that I'm about to use, it apparently passes for a shade of green. But I guess it's kind of... We're going to put that one there. We're going to kind of just... A lot of these, there's only 5 options. So... And we kind of have to go... I actually have to go on all sorts of different sides and stuff. So we're just going to kind of... A lot of these... I'm just kind of going with... this is something I can kind of do over here as well. And then I can kind of use that same color as well. This is just to kind of add a little bit more. And I gotta use other colors and stuff as well. So it's just kind of other, I should say other patterns. Go with other patterns, and we don't want to, I guess, kind of put those there. Okay, we don't want to go on, not on the corner though. Corners are a pain to work with. But I'm going to go with this other colors here. And I'm going to throw some other colors and stuff on here as well to kind of give a little bit of that. Yeah, this isn't really what I was expecting. But let's see what we got here. You know, I just realized that this particular patch, I don't know if you guys, what you guys think, but this particular patch, it kind of reminds me as a very distorted Texas. So, yeah, it's definitely a very distorted version of Texas. So, and I'm going to pull up another color. Let's see what else we can throw with. We're going to go with we're going to go with this one. So, because there's going to be multiple colors. So, we'll put that one in there. That's very similar. Okay, never mind. That's very similar to what I had. So, and there's a little lamp above the door. There is, we'll go with a reddish, something a little redder. So, we'll try that instead. So, something a little redder. I guess it's not really showing as much, but it is kind of, okay, so we want that. Yeah, it doesn't really show, we want some, it's like 5 of these and stuff, so, okay, that's too many of the big one. We're going to go with the distorted Texas. This one looks like Kentucky. Like, are these all based off different shapes of states? Like, you got Texas, you got Kentucky. Yeah, didn't realize that Eorzea was, or not Eorzea, but Planet Coaster, they're definitely borrowing a lot from, like, this looks like a distorted Chile. And, I don't know if these are, oh no, those are the same pattern, it's just that those more natural red brick versus, but the idea is that you're supposed to have little patches of brick and stuff like here. It just looks like a brick wall, but eventually we're going to build like a door. So let's get a door in, because we do need a door. And decorations, we want doors. And we kind of want like an arched door. This Viking door is actually not that bad. It looks a little small though. Okay, so there's the Viking door. There's also this, there's the mythology door. That might be even better. As long as we can kind of go with, it kind of has that stone feeling. And I kind of want the door itself to be more of a woodish tone. So let's go and let me see what our options are. I guess there aren't very a lot of... Is there really a fire? Yeah, because that blends a little too much. So, like, I'm not sure exactly what's going to go where. Okay, I know that that's going to go for... We're going to go with kind of a brownish color over here. So, I'm going to use that brown for slot 3. And then I'm going to use that wooden color that I just used for slot 2. Okay, no, that's not right. We're going to cancel on that one. I'm going to use... Okay, so that is for... We kind of want this to be a little darker. So... Okay, not that dark. Maybe more of a darker shade of brown. I'm going to push that a little closer to the yellowish. But yeah, that's kind of what I guess that's as good as I'm going to get there. As I said, Planet Coaster 2, there aren't a lot of options yet. So that's going to be our door to get into the Waking Sands. And then there's going to be a couple, there's only one window. So we're going to use the one window. It's going to go over here, and it's kind of got a lattice work. So almost like this. But I'm going to make this a little bigger. We're going to use the same colors. So a brighter shade like that. And that's going to be our one window, which is barely above the door. So I'm going to put the window like that. And, whoops. Actually, how big can I make that window? $300 is as big as I can get the window. So, you know what? We're going to move this door. Okay, 300 for the door is too big. So, we're going to go 200 for the door. That's a pretty big door. And I think what else can I do in here? I know there's some like pillars and stuff you can kind of put in. Let me see what I can do here. So I'm going to put some brick. And this is where you kind of want to put in. Okay, so yeah, they don't have actual columns. Yeah, they don't have actual columns or anything like that. And I think the columns are actually going to be more stone-ish. So let me see what we can do here. So we can kind of go with, is there actually any? Okay, so there are some. I guess we don't want Viking though. We want, we don't want scaffolding either. Mythology theme, mythology column, but yeah, we don't want that. We want something a little bit, yeah, because if I do that though, there really isn't that there, but scaffolding is as close as I'm going to get. Oh, actually 300% is perfect. But we're going to use that original stone part there. And there are 3. So we want one to go right in the corner. We're also going to put one in this corner. We're also going to put one over here. And we're going to put one over here. So there's going to be 4 of them in total on the corners. And then we're also going to put one about halfway. A lot of this is just eyeballing it. And we're going to put another one over here. And that's going to be kind of our... So, for those of you that play 14, hopefully this kind of reminds you of the Waking Sands a little bit. Pray return to do so. Oh, there's also some strong column bases that I can kind of put in. And we're going to use the same color here. So I probably should have done this first. But we're going to make this 200. So I can kind of... What if I can do this? I'll adjust these in a minute, but we're going to put these in first. And then kind of go from there. So put that one there. And then put the last one in there. And I'm going to move this so that it is a little bit closer to being under the center of the column. Same thing with this one. We'll just put that right there. We're going to move this one. Whoop, not that. Move that one to be a little bit more centered under the column. We're going to put this one over here. We're going to move that over here. And we're going to put one more just like this. We're going to push it like that. We're going to push it over here. We're going to put that right there. And we got one more over here that we're going to go with, and we're going to go that way, we're going to go that way, and do something like that. So that's going to be kind of our foundation for the Waking Sands. One other thing is, yes, the columns do go a little bit above the roof. So we're going to go up, we're going to raise these up a little bit. Okay, remember this number, 4.25. So this one's important. So we want to make sure 4.25. Okay, so I can adjust this if needed. Yeah, we want 4.25 on these columns. So, yeah, that's one improvement from Planet Coaster 1. So, we're going to go 4.25 as well. Okay, that's 4.26. We don't want that. We want that 1/100th of a foot. Nope. Go down by 1/100th of a foot. There we go. Yeah. So and then we got one more over here. And this is going to do that. So we got those there. So this is basically our foundation for this. And we're going to build our roof now. So the base roof is going to go kind of like this. So we're going to go and build like a flat roof. And we're going to take that out. And we kind of want, I guess there aren't a lot of options when it comes to flat roofing. So we could also go with like a foundation. Let's see what we can do. We're going to use that brick again. Actually we're going to go with stone. So we're going to go with that stone theme again. And we're going to use, let me see what color I can pull from the color picker. It's a texture. Yeah, the way the roofing works for the actual Waking Sands is that it's kind of it's going to be kind of like this. So it's going to go and copy, and I'm going to put this in the game. So we're going to do something like that. And this will go up here, and here's how this is going to work. So, and actually, the fact that the columns go all the way up like that is actually to my benefit. So, and I'm actually going to go a little darker. I kind of want to match this. So whatever color this is, I kind of want that to be what I want for this. So we're going to put this one here. Grease brick floor. That's not what I wanted. Okay, maybe marble brick floor. Let me see here. So there's actually different floors and stuff you can kind of put in. Okay, so actually that works pretty good. So we're going to go and do something like this. So we're going to use this as our quote-unquote roof. And one problem is that I do have the... is that there is, the columns here, they are kind of, let me see what I can do here. I'm going to put in some, I got to put in some railing, and let me see what we can do here. So for fences, let's see here. Nature, props, I think it's under, okay, so we don't want like a stone fence because we kind of almost want like a metal fence. So the best way to do this is, yeah, it's basically, it's not like a picket fence or anything, like a resort fence. I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. I think I'm kind of looking for resort balcony fence. It is, actually, it is fairly even. It is fairly even. So, and actually, it also looks like there is a second floor for the Waking Sands. Although I can't really tell, based on the reference picture that I have, I don't know if that's actually part of the Waking Sands or if it is, I don't know if that is part of the Waking Sands or if that is part of the... It doesn't hurt that I can add it later, but for now, let's go ahead and put these railings in. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite look like I can adjust these really easily. But what I can do is I can kind of do something like this. So if I just select this, and let's see what I can do here. I wonder if this would be easier. So this may be easier to do. That's because that way I can have it lined up. And we kind of want to go, we're going to go 6.5. So we want 6.50. Actually, yeah, that works great. So, and then, yeah, advanced move is your friend in this game. So, do the same thing here, go 6.5. So we're gonna go like basically like that. And then what we're gonna do is we have a few more of these, and I'm gonna use the snap to center. So what you do here is to snap to the center, you basically hold the F key. So, and then I'm gonna select each of these fence pieces. And then remember our magic number is 6.5. Well, it's 6.50. We're going to go 6.50 like this. And that's going to create the next one. There's going to be a little bit of, there's a little bit of overlap between the, there's a little bit of overlap though between like the sides, like, or the columns in the fence, but we're just going to kind of go like this. We're going to do the same thing, 6.50. And there we have it. The Waking Sands is finally done. So it took me quite a while to get it, to kind of get it in there. But I think in the center, I kind of want to put in, yeah, in the center, I kind of want to put in that foundation for like the statue. And like there's a Lalafell statue right in the middle. I have to see if, I don't know if I'm going to, like, there has to be some liberties put in, obviously, because of the different things that you can kind of put in. I may have to put in a manual path from here to where Limsa is, because because otherwise not every guest is going to want to take the boat, but you kind of have to, like, ideally you want to take the boat to get from Ul'dah to Limsa Lominsa. And I think you kind of, ideally I'm going to put that in there. But, so at least we kind of have, and I do want to save, because that was definitely a lot that we did there. And I think I'm going to go for a little bit more, but we'll see how things go. I do have fun runs tonight, so please bear with me. Yeah, so yeah, I do have fun runs tonight, and I am streaming fun runs, and I may I don't know. I may go a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how things go. So, back to this. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to the to what I'm calling the ferry. And this one, I want to select the Vesper base station. Our interest is going to go over here, and we're going to put our exit over here. Oh, saw some reactions. Appreciate those. Whoever did that, how you doing? Hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying things so far. But we do have our priorities. If you're a Final Fantasy XIV player, obviously got our priorities put in place here. We've got our our replica of the Waking Sands, and then we're going to put in our, or at least it kind of as planet coastery as I can put it. And I do want to put in a, yeah, it's very blocky. Yeah, it's really blocky there. But as far as our exit goes, I almost want to put the entrance and exit over here. The downside is I also think about ride efficiency. And I guess this is the engineer in me versus the architect. The architect tells me that the entrance should be on this side over here, but the engineer in me is telling me that everything needs to be closer to where the guests actually board the boat. So that's kind of where you want to go. You kind of have to make the decision, and I'm going with the engineer part of me this time around, because if I go with the architect looks better. Architects make things look pretty. Engineers make things work properly and efficiently. So, like, they don't really, well, they do kind of teach you. One thing in my engineering classes was that they kind of teach you more of the math kind of side of things versus the, and we have, and speaking of which, we got to work on a Q pass, and I'm going to go with kind of this darker brown. So, and this is where having one section of the park to work on at a time is to your benefit, because, can I go down like this? Page, nope, not page down. It's, which one was it? I don't remember the code. Was it P? No, not P. O? No. Did I actually close the park? Because I gotta make sure there's no guests coming in. Oh, there are. The park is closed. Do not enter. You will be denied at the gate. Classic pass. Maybe that might be better. Let's see here. We're going to go 4. We're going to go with Q line. No, it's not page down. What was the code for it? Was it? Yeah, okay. I don't remember the shortcut for this. Let me see here. Where is... Because I thought it was... sorry about this. It's been a while since I played Planet Coaster 2, and I used to know the code for this, but... Where's our controls? Yeah, I used to know how it worked. Controls, settings. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Keybinds. Where are my keybinds? Accessibility, audio settings, controller settings, mouse and keyboard. Help. Path and pool construction. What is our... Yeah, the snap height is what I count. Okay, maybe it's holding shift. Let me try that. Oh yeah, it's hold shift and drag. That makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Q. We're gonna go with. I kind of want this. I guess do something like that is actually gonna help a little bit, but let me see what we can do here. We got classic pathing. We're gonna build this. I wonder if I could just go all the way out like this. Is this going to be... I kind of want this to be like a dock. So maybe No, you can't build stamp builder. I guess you can't stamp builder. That looks like it's not the right height. There we go. Can you actually build a stamp? My guess is, I guess for Q lines you can't. So, but we do want that, and I kind of want, let me see here. I thought there was a way to make this line style straight. But no, that's not what I wanted. What I'm looking for though is curve straight, terrain style, automatic, suspended ground, automatic, connection, square angle, fixed length off, working height, height snap. I thought there was a way to I thought there was a way to like curve them so that way you kind of have a, and actually having this calipen thing here kind of works to an extent. Okay, we don't want that though. So okay, and I guess we can kind of tap it like that. No. Okay, so nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, go back to straight. Go back to straight mode. There we go. So that's going to be kind of the... And then we're going to use the... we're going to use the stone shell. Oh wait, is this... This is the stamp mode. No, this isn't the stamp mode. This is the... I have no idea what I'm doing mode. Okay, so we put that there. And we kind of want this to snap perpendicular. That way it's an easy way out. So you kind of have the way in and the way out. And I kind of want the, and this is where the customized brush works great for, like, how do I customize the station? Because I thought I'd be able to do this. So, oh no, that's right, I need to select the actual stations. So we'll try that instead. So we're going to go over here. We want Vesper Bay. Is there like a customization thing? Align scenery station. No, we don't want that. No, what I'm looking for is something like, what's a good thing here? We're going to go, like, you should be able to change the color. Yeah, you should be able to change the color to an extent of, yeah, it kind of changed the color in a way to go with, what's a good thing here? We're going to go with, how do I do this? How do I change colors of the station platforms? Because I used to be able to do this in Coaster 2, in Planet Coaster 1. I guess I'm done. I can't figure out how I was. Match the texture of, no, that's Planet Coaster 1. Okay, apparently you cannot change the color of the station. So, looks like we're stuck with this asphalt for the time being. But one thing I can try to do is, we do need to put some safety railings here because even though ocean may not exist in Eorzea, it does exist in Planet Coaster and guests can probably fall off. So... But one thing I kind of want to do here, at least on the Vesper Bay side, is we're going to be going into I want to build and actually I kind of want to build this. Let me see, where are our trains? We want to put as many trains, 6, 7, 8. There's going to be 8 of these, and I kind of want these to kind of go with a, like, we definitely want them to be kind of like brownish color. So, and we kind of want to go, yeah, we definitely want to go with a brownish color. So, unfortunately, this is the only type of, I'm going to go with like a solid color, and the white actually works pretty good. So, actually the white, I might go with something a little darker. Yeah, we're going to go with brown. We kind of got those nice little boilers there. Nice little boilers, nice little thing here. And I kind of want the track to kind of blend in with the water. So, maybe, okay, that's the foundation. So we kind of want that one to be a little different. But I want the track to blend in. So, maybe not morning blue. We're going to go with duck blue. Okay, duck blue kind of works. So, and we're going to go with duck blue for all of that. And so duck blue is going to go all the way over here. I like the fact that I have little water things there. But that's going to be kind of our, yeah, it is a straight shot in a way to going from Vesper Bay to Limsa. And then this is like the Ladosha Island thing here. And let's see what else. And the water park, it might actually be back here, but I haven't exactly decided yet, because I do want there to be a roller coaster on the island. But I'm not exactly sure what kind of island or what kind of coaster it will be yet. But there will be something there. And there'll definitely be something here as well. Like, I'm thinking of a roller coaster here. There might be 2 of them for Ul'dah, but I haven't exactly decided what yet. But this Vesper Bay Plaza is pretty big. And over, like, there might be some, I'm thinking that there might be some bizarre stuff over here. I haven't exactly decided what yet, but I'll come up with something. But let's see here. Stretching. So much stretching, such wow. Okay, so I do want to, since we're still kind of working on Vesper Bay a little bit, we're going to go and we're going to build let's see if, start building station on grid. Is that something I can do here, or is that something that I need to do? I think I need to be in the scenery mode. So here's how this is going to go. So we're going to build, or we're going to basically copy this, and I kind of want to, I wonder if there's a way to copy and paste a particular, like, I'm not sure how to do this. I know it's a marble solid wall, and I kind of want to go with, let's see here, we're going to go with marble block wall. That's not what I'm looking for. Marble solid wall 2 meters, and we can actually kind of do the station surround. Okay, it looks the same, so that's a good sign. So we're going to put this down here. Okay, so there's going to be one bit of a gap there. Not much though, but don't worry about that too much. We're going to go with marble solid wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And do the same thing over here. Yeah, this is going to be open, so there's not going to be any, because the actual dock in Vesper Bay is open. So we're going to go out here, we're going to go up, and kind of have this be, this is just to kind of, actually, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to go with, well, first of all, if all else fails, check your references. So we're going to do this as well and see if we can kind of, I guess we don't want that. We want, is there something like that? Okay, so it looks like, according to this reference picture, the docks themselves have more of a, the docks themselves seem to have more of a, like, wire fence. But I don't know if I can actually, I don't know if that would be considered safe enough or not. Let me see here. Guests actually can't fall off, but, you know, they kind of, like this generic fence here would be kind of what I was going with. But it's really hard to work with. So is there anything that I can snap directly to the center of? I guess what I can do is do something like this. Okay, no, that's going to snap on the wrong angle. Okay, we'll try this instead. So I'm going to put one of these up. And then I'm going to build the fence like this. Yeah, one of the downsides is that it kind of wants to snap onto. It kind of wants to snap onto the. So. Okay, sorry about that, but marble solid floor. Okay, this might be better. So we're going to build kind of a faux dock. Okay, maybe not like that, but okay, go down. Go down a space. And we're going to build like a faux dock. Kind of like faux hollows, except not as cool. So, and I think this actually might work better. So we're going to go like this. And you can kind of go all the way over here. Whoop. And we're just going to go like that. And then what I'm going to do, so it's actually kind of a mirror version of the actual Vesper Bay, because I think the real one, the dock would be on this side. And I think that, well, the problem is that of the way I have everything set up. Because I think if I had I didn't want it to cross each other. And this is kind of where I was saying that the architect versus the engineer. And this path could technically be deleted because it doesn't really do anything. So, where's the bulldozer? There we go. I know, we don't actually use the term bulldozer in construction, but yeah, there's a couple terms in construction that are typically not used. And that people think are used, but they're really not. You know what? I need to make this a little more faithful, so I'm going to move the entrance over here. And I'm going to move the exit over here. And then we're going to move all of this being moved to that side. That way it's a little more loyal. Or not loyal, but a little bit more faithful to the... Whoa! Don't delete the water. Okay, turn off that. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a mass bulldoze tool now. I like this. Okay, so we got that, and now we're gonna have to recreate our, basically recreating the dock. So here's how this goes. We'll do this take 2. So Q line, make sure it's straight, make sure it's automatic, make sure merge is off. Actually, no, actually put merge on. So basically it goes like that. And it's going to go like that. This is like the main fundamental way to get to or from and it's going to kind of go down like this. So that way, yeah, I decided that, you know what, things are going to be a little different, and guests are going to be expected to go in and out. It's not very efficient, but it is kind of, I guess it is kind of the way it has to be. So, because I'm trying to recreate it as it is in 14. Okay, not that. Go a little bit over the lips that way. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, so now that that's done, I can finally get started with the fence that I wanted to put in. So here's how this works. So we're going to put that there. That's smaller than I was expecting. Am I going to have to make these one at a time? Yeah, this is going to be kind of meticulous, isn't it? And that is actually not even the right height. So 1.7. So we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to have to really take my time on this one. Some of this looks like it's kind of... it's definitely freaking out a little bit. That one there, that one there. Yeah, I'm kind of concentrating on this, so please bear with me. Another one like that. And then we're going to put this one over here. And then we're going to put something like this. And then we're going to put one more like that. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. One more like that. Yeah, this is kind of a... Oh, not there. Not that one. Just slowly making our way. Got one of those like that. We're going to go one more right there. One more right there. And we got one more piece like that, and then there's going to be one more over here. And then another one like that. And one last one over here. And then on this side, we kind of have to put one over here as well. There's going to be another one right there. And then one last one right there. And then the other side, I don't know if I'm going to put stuff on that side or not. But now this side, there's already kind of a rail on the dock. And I guess I can kind of put the rails on this side. So let me see what we can do here. Yeah, because that side already has, that side already has a fence. So this side definitely needs one. I kind of want to put it there. So we kind of just slowly put these fences in. And just kind of going over to here. Got one more like that. One more like this. Another one. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to put another one right there. Got one more. And then this last one's going to blend in a little bit, but it's alright. And just kind of put that like that. And everything is going to be, that's fairly straight. So that's going to be our dock, at least for the, that is going to be our dock, at least for the Vesper Bay side. And I might put some palm trees or something over in this area here. But that is basically our Vesper Bay dock. Actually, no, we're not quite done. We got to put in more of our foundation like that. And then do the same thing on this side. So I put that there. So kind of to create our, and actually put some stuff over on this side as well. There we go. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of, there we go. So that's basically our dock. And that's basically for Vesper Bay. And so that's kind of what I'm going with there. So let's see what else we can do. So this is, oh wait, there's flames. There's actual flames on that door. I did not know that. I guess kind of the illusion of stuff actually happen. Maybe they're praying, destroying the Waking Sands. That, who knows? But that's our dock for Vesper Bay. So that's going to be, so we're going to kind of go with that for now. I don't know if there's going to be any rock work or anything up here. I want to leave this part a little bit open, and eventually I am going to open the park and have guests go in and out. But what else here? We're going to put some more terrain work. That does not look natural to me. I don't know. But I kind of want to put in a coaster over here, but I haven't decided what I want to put in yet. But it's going to have, but I haven't exactly decided what it's going to be based on yet. But other than it'll be Ul'dah themed. So, and then there's going to be some more stuff over here. I think Ul'dah is going to have 2 coasters. But I definitely need to have like the Ul'dah. Yeah, the Ul'dah kind of the city part's going to be here. There's going to be, well, I gotta have room for Mor Dhona. And yeah, I've already kind of put that little plot of land there for Curtis, and then there's going to be Limsa. And then Gridania is going to be over here. I haven't really decided much on Gridania, other than it's going to be a wooden pathing. But that's basically what we got going so far. One thing I do want to do over here is going to be kind of a Costa del Sol kind of thing. So, and actually, I don't know about the water park. Might be. I definitely need to put changing rooms. I know there's a lot of thinking of. A lot I'm trying to think of right now. Like what should I do and what shouldn't I do, and that looks really unnatural. I don't know if I haven't really smoothed it out or anything. I know I smoothed out everything on the island, but I know I right now I'm just kind of thinking out loud, and a lot of this is just me trying to figure out what I want to do. So I think next up is, because I kind of want to put landscaping in, and at the same time, like the Limsa section seems to be fairly small, but to be fair, Limsa is also going to include the water park, which is going to be over here, and got some more stuff for that right there. Like I've already decided it's going to be a bean and wing coaster for Ishgard. It's going to be a wooden coaster for Gridania. I just haven't decided on coasters yet for Ul'dah or for, because I also got to put in flat rides. So, yeah, so far we've basically put in the Waking Sands, and that's pretty much it. Well, and the ferry to go from Ul'dah to Limsa. But, yeah, because you gotta have the Waking Sands. That is absolutely mandatory. So, what is that one? Okay. So, there's gonna be a coaster here. I think there's gonna be a coaster up here as well. But I was thinking more of a Costa del Sol thing here, and obviously we're gonna put the Keeper of the Lake is gonna go right there, and there might be like a replica Revenant's Toll or something on the north side of the lake. I don't know if I'm gonna put the Crystal Tower in or not, because I need to have some space to put in stuff. Like obviously you can't fit everything in, but especially at the scale that I'm going at. So like obviously don't expect things to be like 1-to-1, but I think I definitely want to work on Vesper Bay a little bit more. I definitely need to do some research on what's going to go where. So I've gone for about 2 hours. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna have more time to work on this tomorrow. And so, yeah, I've definitely got more time to work on this tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I know not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna get some screenshots in and just get the stream ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I want to spend a lot more time working on stuff, and so I'm gonna put on talking mode real quick, kind of sign things off. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back on later today for some SOTOR fun runs at 5 p.m. So in about a little under a few hours, but I'm going to take a short break, get some food, get some stuff, and go from there. And thanks for coming, everyone, and I will see you guys in a few hours. And as soon as I can find the credits. There we go.
Oh, what fun we had on this awesome stream. But it's time to go and begin to dream. I thank all of you for making this fun. Without your support, it's daunting to run. Remember these times when you're feeling down. Turn those tears to joy.